Alright, so what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, finally. I'm finally making an update video on my previous video about my truck and what I was doing. At the time when I made that in April, I didn't have my motor or the exhaust yet. I didn't have these wheels and tires yet. I didn't have my wheelie bar or new fuel tank. I was missing a couple of things. So I wanted to give an update video on the truck and just kind of tell you guys where it is really quickly. I'm going to try to keep it short. But so far, I've got these new wheels and tires. Let's start there. So these are the HPI Aggressors. They're for the HPI Hellfire. So I was able to pick these up on eBay. They were, kind of expensive. Not, any more expensive than like a Pro Line would be. They're definitely less expensive than that. And then I just picked up these matte chrome Warlock wheels, which I think look pretty good. They might be a little small for the truck. But I can always pick up another set of Terrapins, so not a big deal. I just think they look really great with the body that I have, which is kind of the main thing I want to talk to you guys about today. So moving on from that, nothing else has really changed. So then we have, obviously, a new fuel tank here. That's just because the old one was, old. I've had it since 2008 when I got the truck, and it was really dirty and kind of disgusting, so I just wanted to get rid of that and get a new one. So here's kind of the big news. So I purchased a Novorossi Truggy 28.8. I'm really excited. I might have messed up with kind of the pipe I got. It fits a little awkwardly. I'll move the truck really quick. So I probably would have been better off with the one that kind of angles down and goes like more this way. But, it still clears fine. I'm not going to have any problems with that. The pipe I got was the one that, I'm going to forget the number, and it's because of how it's mounted, like the name's actually on the back. I'm going to get it wrong, so maybe I'll leave it in the description. I believe it was the one that won the Nitro RC World Championship a few years ago. I was going to get the Super Strong, but honestly I kind of figured, what the heck, they were kind of the same price, so I figured why not. So I think it looks really great on here. It's mounted up pretty well. I kind of wish, it might be hard to show you guys, but I kind of wish, if I can maybe focus it a little better here, that these, the hooks for it they're a little high, so if they were a little lower, it would kind of wrap around the engine a little tighter. But right now, it's pretty good. I mean, the whole truck moves when you move the exhaust, but I don't know, I'm kind of, it's kind of funky to me how they did that, but anyway, these springs seem to be fine. Sometimes they make it all the way through the holes, and sometimes they don't. Like that one looks like it does, but I think this one down here might be having a little trouble. And it's kind of, I don't have a specific set of pliers just for these little springs. I think Novorossi sells one, but I mean, I didn't really feel like it was worth spending another $20 on just like a tool for that. And then for mounting it, obviously this is the regular Savage mount for any aftermarket exhausts that you use. Just uses a set pin, Allen set pin in there. So I just took some, I think it was 1.25 millimeter wire that I bought at Ace Hardware, and then put that through there and kind of bent it so it would be in the correct shape to meet the front of the exhaust up here. And then obviously there's a set screw right there that fits it to the exhaust. So I'm really excited about this setup. As you can see, I haven't broken it in or, done any of that quite yet. Been busy with a couple other things, but pretty excited about that. And I just want to run this thing, but it looks so good that another part of me is like, so I don't know. I'm definitely going to run it, don't worry. But there's definitely a little bit of part of me that's like, man, it just looks cool sitting here, Again, keeping with the engine. So, this build to me was all about performance, best of the best, just do it. So this is a Motor Saver air filter with the little kind of water wicking cover on it. And I did test it out in the sink, and it actually pretty much works as described. Literally the water just beads off it like it's nothing, which is really, really cool. I wanted to get one for my other truck, but that would have been, another 50 or 60 bucks, and I really couldn't validate it. So I didn't do that, but this one obviously, has everything you can put on there. So that's pretty awesome. So the one thing I wanted to ask you guys about, and if you know, that would be awesome. So down here with my carb, you see that the inlet for the fuel is kind of facing the wrong way because usually these engines are put in buggies, so it's kind of switched around. but I'm not sure how to get this part of the carb to like turn counterclockwise and come to like, it's sitting at maybe 11 o'clock right now, and get it to more like a 6 or 7 o'clock angle. I'm not sure if you can even do that, because the issue I'm having is I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to put a zip tie around the air filter here, because of how close it is, and I don't know. So that's like the kind of one little hang up I have right now with the truck. Otherwise, everything else is fine. You might be able to see in there, I do have, if I can focus it, I'm using my phone, guys, so I know I have to upgrade my equipment sooner than later here, but I did get the Novorossi buggy clutch. It was actually, once I figured out how to do it, it was really easy to put together and put on the engine. And then I did go with the HPI steel 47 tooth spur gear. It wasn't necessary though. Actually, you can use a regular plastic, but this gives it just that much more space because of how the buggy clutch is set up. If you can see, there are a couple little things that kind of come out of the flywheel, and it pushes the clutch bell like a couple millimeters out. And so I was afraid that would rub, but it didn't. But I still, just to get a little bit of extra safety, I went with the HPI 47 tooth steel spur gear. And yeah, it's, the mesh is fine. I mean, sounds normal to me. So that's awesome. And what else? I think that's mainly it. Those were, obviously those are pretty big things. And then I just got this wheelie bar. It's not an HPI, it's like an aftermarket. It was like $15 on eBay. It kind of screwed in mostly right, but there were definitely some areas where it could have fit a little better, but it's really just mainly to protect the body. So I guess now let's get into that. Really quickly, I haven't installed my Off the Throttle mod yet. I am still planning on doing that, and when I do that, I'm not sure if I'll make a video on it, but I'll definitely do a little bit of an update on like, hey, this is how I did it, just so you guys know in the future if you want to do something similar. So let me get this turned around and throw the body on it. I'm really excited for this. All right, guys, so there it is. I know my lighting is absolutely terrible, and I do apologize for that. That's even worse. All right, that's a little better, I guess. So this is going to be the J Concepts 2005 Ford F-250 Lexan body. This is made specifically for I think 1/10 or 1/8 scale electric monster solid axle electric monster trucks. I can't even talk. And I decided to buy it. I looked up the dimensions. It's 12.5-inch wheelbase and 7 inches wide. And so when I sat the truck down and measured it out, it fit pretty well. I do have, as you can see, those are LEDs. They do obviously work. So the roof lights, that's pretty cool. And so this body is kind of a tribute to my grandfather's old truck. He had a 1999 F350 with the 7.3 liter diesel V8, and it was a single cab. It wasn't extended, but it was just like this. It was like forest green. It had the roof lights, the marker lights, and it was a beast of a truck. And I just remember growing up just always feeling so cool in it. He used to let me sit on his lap and steer us down the road when I was like 4 and 5 years old. So I just have a lot of great memories with that truck. And now that my grandfather's gotten older and doesn't drive as much anymore, this is definitely something I can remember him by. And so obviously thank you to J Concepts for just making the body and giving me the opportunity to do this. It's really, really great. So I have a couple of custom stickers on here, if you might have noticed. The J Concepts does offer a lot. So the Ford and the F250, obviously. They don't have 350 decals, which I'm a little disappointed about. The FX4 decal right there. There you go, if you can focus it. And then obviously on the side here, door handle, and then of course the front grille area as well. But what I did is I obviously backed this with silver so it would look a little more realistic. I also went ahead and painted the, what would be the cowl section of the body in black. And I also, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but I did a little black outline of the windshield as well. I cut this out to allow air into, for the engine. But after I finished the body, I kind of thought I should probably just get another one and make this my show body. So, you know, I'm not sure if I regret that or not, but at the time I was planning on running it, so that's why I did that. And then in the back, I decided to leave the bed clear. This is black because, you know, I kind of thought, well, most trucks have like that black bed liner. It turned out okay. You know, I might have left it green, but I think it still looks good. And then obviously, the two custom decals on here are obviously this T-Max LOL, which I think is just kind of like a funny, you know, a joke to throw at Traxxas guys, because, you know, T-Max, like, it's LOL, it's funny, it's cute. And then I have this really awesome decal, which I'm going to try to get a better shot of. So I have the Ford, the best never rest, man. So there's this guy, Carl, that I met at a local racetrack when I was racing 1/10 scale VTA cars. And he does custom stickers. And so I took his card, and, you know, it's been a while since I talked to him, and I was like, hey, man, you know, I think you could do a set for me, and he did. So it came out amazing. I mean, it's literally just like it was, just like they had in the 90s. It looks perfect in the middle of the back glass of the truck, and I think it just adds that extra kind of wow factor and like scale factor, at least for me. And I'm just, like I said, kind of nostalgic for this truck, so it was just really awesome he was able to do that. I'm gonna really quickly show you. This is his card right here. So definitely shoot Carl an email, custom racing stickers. Really great guy, really great to work with. For these stickers, we probably talked back and forth for, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks. And, you know, the whole set was a little over $10, and I couldn't be happier with them. So definitely give Carl a, you know, shoot him an email if you want anything done. All he needs is like a flat version of whatever picture you're looking for. So for the Ford, the best never rest, you know, I sent him like the mud flap picture on Google. He was able to do it, obviously. And then for the license plates, I just searched like, you know, 2000s, you know, New York license plate, and he was obviously able to replicate it to pretty much exactly how it would have been in real life, which is amazing. So yeah, really awesome guy. Definitely reach out to him if you need any custom stickers, custom sticker work. But that pretty much wraps up where the truck is today. So it's pretty much ready to, you know, get out there and get broken in. Literally all I have to do, I have to glue these tires, I have to fill the shocks with oil, I have to put some grease in the diffs, where the, you know, the gears meet, obviously, and the bulkheads. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty much ready to go. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with the build and how it's turning out. I'll probably get another one of these bodies and just paint it, I don't know, maybe black or something to run it, and just, again, like I said, keep this as like a show body. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much completes this truck. I do want to show you something else really quickly. That's something else that I've also been working on that Carl also helped me with. So give me 1 second for that. All right, so this is my second truck that I've been kind of building out. This is my Savage 25 that I put the X plates on, and then obviously another J Concepts body here. Really cool. This is a 1988 Chevrolet K, you know, 1500, 2500, 3500, you know, whatever kind of sticker you want to use. So this also was an old truck that my grandpa used to have before he got the Ford. He had one of these, and again in a similar color. So I used Pactra Candy Red, and then I backed it with Tamiya Silver and finally Tamiya Black, and I think it came out pretty nice. Obviously J Concepts provides all of the stickers for the body, and all the trim and everything, the Silverado decal right there, and door handles and all that kind of cool stuff. And I'm going to move it to the back. And so, you know, the Chevrolet decal, and again, so here's Carl with the amazing work he does with the back off New York plate. And then I also have this American flag comes in the kit, and then I have Yosemite Sam there with the, you know, back off, the classic with the holding the guns, and then I painted the bed black to look a little more realistic. I think it looks a little better with the body color on the top of the bed, but again, now I know for next time. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this. Really proud of, car just drove by, but really proud of how this one came out as well. I think it just looks, you know, really clean. And it looks exactly like my grandfather's '88, GMC 2500 that he used to have. And so I'm really proud of that. You can see again I put the back off here as well, but it's literally right in front, or I'm sorry, right behind the light bar there. But yeah, I think this truck just looks beast, especially with the terrapin tires and everything. I did put the same pipe and header on this, but that's not an Novorossi, it's just the regular Savage S25 motor. And then if you can see down here, I also have done MIP CVDs throughout, so front and rear as well as in the middle. You can kind of see it right there. And so this build is pretty much done. I might do some aluminum Savage big bore shocks, from HPI. But other than that, this one's pretty much done. And again, love the look of this, and I'm gonna have to get myself another body because, like the other one, I don't want to run this one. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are enjoying the build process. I apologize for not being able to get videos out as often as I might like. My computer really doesn't like making videos. It's a 2011 MacBook Air, and so when you're it's just not built for that. It's built for going on the internet and maybe streaming video, maybe, but it really is not good with content creation or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to upgrade my computer sometime soon, probably get maybe build a PC or something. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of thinking about it. But anyway, yeah, so those are the two builds, and I'm really proud of them, and I just wanted to share them with you guys finally. And I hope that you guys, enjoy them and kind of can appreciate them as much as I do. So that's really all I have for you guys today. Like I said, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, think about leaving a like or subscribe if you enjoy the content. Also, I want to quick thanks to all of my recent subscribers. We just passed 100. A few days ago, I believe, or maybe last week, so that was really awesome. So thank you for all the support, and we'll get these out running soon, and I'll be back with you guys hopefully before you know it. So thanks for sticking around, and I'll catch you in the next one.